Hey, fellow Jedi, I'm Mike, and you're watching Force Within TV. And today I have some news from IGN. Now, they got an exclusive interview with Dave Filoni after the panel at Celebration, the Star Wars Rebels panel at Star Wars Celebration, where they unveiled the Season 4 trailer. And he mentioned to IGN that after the first few episodes of season 4 that it was going to be just one big story arc, and he said it feels like almost day to day. So I am super excited to speculate on exactly what this means or what that story arc is going to be. I think we already know that the beginning there's going to be obviously a mini arc with Sabine finding, I think Bo-Katan is going to become the leader of Mandalore. Our rebel crew are going to help Sabine make sure that Bo-Katan is successful in the Mandalorian Civil War. But then what is this larger, say, 12 to 13 episode arc? I have some ideas here for you. So in the trailer, Hera says at the very beginning, she says there's a story of a boy who was lost and a girl who was broken. And they fought alongside, and then she goes into Zeb and Chopper and a fallen knight and a war veteran and whatnot. So it certainly seems like she's placing Ezra and Sabine at the center of this story she's telling. So perhaps it's actually it's a story of coming of age for Ezra and Sabine, and they're going to become, say, the leaders. They're going to become leaders, maybe of Mandalore, maybe of the rebellion, whatever form that may be. But it certainly seems like they're going to be the center, based on that fact. So this larger arc, 12 episode arc, that is, Filoni again said day to day, could also be tracking down the Death Star, right? So we saw a little glimpse of this, Saw Gerrera trying to figure things out in Geonosis. Sorry, I can't pronounce that today. And, Dave Filoni already told us in Star Wars Rebels Recon, he told us that Saw Gerrera was going to be coming back. We saw in the trailer. So it makes sense that the Rebels may get caught up with him in trying to find out exactly, what is this weapons program. Maybe they are in fact the ones that find the information and bring it to Mon Mothma leading into Rogue One. Wouldn't that be interesting? We know Dave Filoni has said that he would love to see the Battle of Scarif from the perspective of our rebel crew. And we know, of course, that the Ghost was there during the Battle of Scarif. So I think that's how the season's going to end. I think that I think it could be a combination of those two things. Ezra and Sabine, coming of age. They're the ones that are really tracking things down. They're going to be the leaders in season 4. They're going to track down the Death Star plans and bring them to Mon Mothma. And, of course, we're going to get a lot more along the line, a lot more in there. But I believe that is going to be that main story arc with a culmination of a Rogue One, of that Battle of Scarif. And just going back to the trailer, we've seen, earlier on in, I believe it was season 3 or maybe it was late in season 2, we saw those construction domes. They were sort of the circular, almost like a space station. And I don't think we were told, but we can assume that they were being used to construct the Death Star. And we see more of those in the trailer. So that's one of the things that leads me to believe. We also see some Kyber. We see a massive Kyber crystal, right? Another indication that this arc is going to be all around the Death Star is the fact that Sabine contributed to this massive weapon. Filoni talks about this in the IGN interview. So very interesting that this arc is going to be so long. 12 episodes, I would say at least, in that it's going to feel day to day. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. I want to give a shout out to OfficialBossk for bringing this to my attention. Please, I'll have a link to his coverage of this in the description below. I'll also have a link to Jedi News, and they have there the interview with Dave Filoni, IGN's interview with Dave Filoni. So make sure you check that out. Let me know what you think that last huge story arc that's going to be day to day is going to be in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you always. Please consider subscribing, checking out my Jedi Train Like a Jedi series. Maybe check out a recent video, or down in the video description you will find several links to my website, including a table of contents of all the Train Like a Jedi series.